Yo, what's good, bees? Today we're gonna be reacting to Black Man. Honesty is the best policy with liberal women. Volume 2 by none other than Chronicles of Judah 144. Like I said in my previous Chronicles of Judah 144 video, y'all should subscribe to this man. He speaks facts, he adds a different perspective, and he kinda funny with it. So let's see what he got to talk about.
All right, man, peace. So, brothers, this is going to be volume two in a series that I recently started called Honesty is the Best Policy with Women, particularly liberal women. And for the most part, brothers, honesty is the best policy overall. That should always be the go to, is to be as honest with ourselves and everyone else as possible.
Yeah, you gotta have honesty within yourself, bro. You gotta look at yourself, identify what weaknesses you have, and strengthen on those weaknesses.
Now, the reason why I say for the most part is because there's a distinction that has to be made between honesty and transparency. You don't have to tell everyone everything. But honesty is what gets you from point A to point B in the quickest and the most economical fashion. Now, volume one of this series, I believe, was featuring Mr. Trevor Bauer, the former star pitcher of the Cleveland Indians. And if I remember correctly, that video was pertaining to his notion that he was going to tell females exactly what their relationship dynamic was going to be about and that they were never going to be the center of his life. Because, as I've laid out in other videos, many men today are starting to finally figure out what the modern day female is really about.
Yeah, they're narcissistic as hell. You know what I'm saying? They want you to focus on them and them only. And then you wonder why they don't like you. It's because you put too much attention towards them. Just focus on your purpose in life, and that is it. You know?
And that is trying to feed into her own narcissism by getting you to recalibrate your understanding of life from whatever your goal is supposed to be to now focusing on her. Now, in the case of volume two of this series, it will be featuring Mr. Mesut Karatas, as we can see right here in this court case. And that brings me to my next point. A lot of Western or Westernized men have to start to finally catch up to the Middle Eastern and Far Eastern man, as well as the men of the quote unquote Eastern Hemisphere in their understanding of women.
Yeah, the men in the Eastern Hemisphere, bro, they are focused. A lot of them come to America and they do not play. They start their business early, son. Every guy got to get on their type of timing.
What they do is they come over from wherever they're from, Turkey or Palestine or Afghanistan, Iran, whatever, or parts of East Africa, Central Africa, West Africa, and they understand what the Western woman is. They know that she's a concubine. They do not take her seriously.
Yeah, a lot of these women don't even take themselves seriously, so don't take them seriously, man. Don't. You're just wasting your time right there.
Many of these men come to America, they establish businesses and revenue streams here. They will have a wife in their home country, wherever they're from, Yemen or Qatar or what have you. And they'll have a series of westernized or Western females here that they use as concubines. They utilize many of these social media or dating apps to just get their nut off, and they send a lot of their money back to their families, back wherever they're from. They do not take the women here anywhere near as seriously as so many males take the women here, especially between the ages of 15 to 35.
Yeah, don't take them serious. They don't take themselves serious. They flip flops. Remember that.
That is when a lot of these males in America get into their most trouble because it takes them a while to figure out exactly what the modern day Western or Westernized female is actually about. So, anyway, they're going to talk about it. I'm going to chime in.
No lie, my man look clean with the black button up though. Look at him.
Karadish says when he met the defendant online, he wasn't looking for a serious relationship.
And
See that, bruh? Nothing serious. Ain't nothing serious. See? He already on the right path.
in other words, he was just looking for a concubine. And there's nothing wrong with that. He has a series of goals, as we're going to find out, and he is not going to allow the foolishness of the average modern relationship convention in America to dissuade him from his goal and his focus.
They dated casually and were intimate. Mesut is suing because he claims the defendant was negligent and damaged his garage door.
Yeah, bruh. With women here, you're gonna deal with a lot of crazies. Yeah, damn, man.
Defendant Lisa Allen admits that her relationship with Mesut Masood wasn't serious, but
And anyone with two eyes and understanding can look at this broad and quickly discern that she knows that she is expiring at a rapid rate. She's trying to keep it together.
Of course, she a cougar, baby.
And you'll find this with the modern female. At a couple of ages, she tends to be in a rush in her relationships.
Yeah, y'all peep how that black woman looking at her though? On the left side of the screen, look at her. She's looking at her like, who the hell is this?
Pivotal time period between the age of 29 and 32, where she wants to quote unquote get married and act like she wants to settle down. Or in the case of a female like this, in her early to mid 40s, where she's starting to near the point of initialization of her maturation as a woman and understanding that everything is not about her because she is going to start to lose her looks. That is another time period where all of a sudden any man in her life is supposed to wife her up. And a lot of these dudes are not falling for this shit anymore.
Thank God.
did agree to be exclusive. And that's why Lisa got angry when she realized Masood was still meeting other women online.
He met you on a dating app. That means that he is looking for dates. Now
Yeah. If you put yourself on a dating app, don't expect nothing much. Don't expect anything more than sex. That's it, man.
looking for a wife.
Lisa denies owing him for anything.
All rise. This court is now in session.
And that bro looked like she gets strung out on alcohol and antidepressant pills. Nothing against her, but that's the visage, that's the countenance that she has in my view.
The Honorable Judge Greg Mathis presiding. You may now be seated.
Start with you.
Defendant and I met a few years ago through dating site and 2016, and after that we texted like a couple days, and we decided to meet, and we had a good time. We drink and talk, and she's a very talkative person. And then after that, she invited me to her house. We started seeing each other. It wasn't, exclusive relationship, because I made my point when we met.
How many women you got?
What's that?
Doesn't matter. Don't ask him any questions that have nothing to do with this case. I know why you're doing it for entertainment value, but the judge picks up right away that that the plaintiff is not trying to be tied down to any one woman.
Yo, Judge Mathis, why you bringing around this simp shit? The hell? Don't matter how much bitches he got. As long as he doing his thing. It's simple. The numbers don't matter, bro. He already said from the beginning. No serious stuff. You just friends with benefits. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no need to ask that.
Women you have.
None, Your Honor. Because
Stop lying. You know that you have multiple women. Nothing
My son a pimp out here. What you mean, bruh? You know what I'm saying?
wrong with that. But I know why he's saying that, though. He probably is worried that it's going to impact the case.
currently I'm going.
Well, it was exclusive.
Currently, I'm going to school full time and go to work.
And good for you. That's what you're focused on. These modern day females, when they're going to school, quote unquote, allegedly going to school, they do not allow a man or a relationship to get in the way of that.
But if you ain't have nobody else, it was exclusive. In fact, that's the definition of exclusive.
No, an exclusive relationship is when you both agree that you're not going to see anyone else. And that normally
Both of them didn't agree to see nobody else. She wanted an exclusive relationship. He didn't, and he made that shit clear since day one.
only occurs in the verbal agreement. There's normally still some dibble-dabbling going on. But just because he happened to not have any other women does not mean that it becomes an exclusive relationship by default.
Go ahead.
I didn't want to comment any.
Whether you know it or not, you were exclusive.
No, it's not. No. What are you talking about, man?
Go ahead. You told her you didn't want to tie yourself down.
Yeah, at the first meeting, and she was really nice, and I just wanted to be honest with her, and I told.
Hey, brothers, you hear that? He said he wanted to be honest with her. If you're going to be honest with the woman about your situation, make sure that you do it as soon as possible. Let her know, I'm not looking to settle down right now. Most of these women are horny as hell. They don't give a shit what your situation is early. Now, after a few dates or a few times of you hitting it, they might try to lock you down per se. But initially, the woman will listen to you say any damn thing. You could say, I have 5 wives and 27 kids. If she finds you attractive, your voice is nice, you're well put together, clean, have a nice house, she don't give a shit what your situation is. She ready to give you them walls right off the bat because the woman really exists on thrill sex. With the woman, there has to be some type of passion or emotion associated with sex. They're not good with monotony at all. Women have a very poor time dealing with monotony. And that's the reason why there's so much frenetic elements to many of these modern day relationships. Because the woman is not informed that there is something wrong with her essential nature to destroy and rebuild with someone else, somewhere else, or something else. The woman is constantly looking to create a feeling of variety in her life.
Bruh. That's facts right there, man. Tell 'em what's up.
At least until she gets old enough to understand that she no longer has the options to move on.
My situation that I was going to school full time and working full time, so I wasn't looking for a serious relationship.
Okay.
And then I give her time. I said, think about it. If you want to go for it, just text me.
And you know that she was going to text you. You got that look that a lot of these, especially these Caucasian women, like that European, Mediterranean look. You knew he was going to get the ass.
But of course, a player from the Himalayas, Brian. Let's get it.
Went home and she started texting me, and
How long after getting home?
like a couple days.
Oh, okay.
So our texting turned into sexting, and
I'm sure probably because she started it.
Yeah, she's smiling mad hard. She know it's facts.
That's normally how it goes. These women, they're very sexual early on. That's why she had to laugh. She said, damn right. I sent these coochie walls in a sext about 2 seconds after our first date.
How far did you stay from her?
what's that?
How far did you all stay from each other?
It's like 45 minutes.
Okay.
So she,
I always wonder when people sext each other.
Right.
Why don't you just go over it?
Quick.
This man, Judge Mathis, moving like he got that. He got it like that. You know what I'm saying? Why you letting your secrets out, Judge Mathis?
Probably because they're trying to build up anticipation. And in the case of a lot of men today, you should be taking your time and getting to know these women because they will try to break down that barrier by acting overly sexual early. So you should take your time with the woman.
Question.
Patience is a virtue.
Your Honor,
Go ahead. That's what I was wondering, how far you lived. Go ahead.
it wasn't like continued relationship. It was just like we were on for 2 months and now for 1 year or something like that. And
In other words, she's a concubine. Brothers, when you start hearing that on-off shit, and I have to start adding to that series, the makeup breakup dynamic, whenever you're with a female who's always trying to quote-unquote break up with you, it's because she wants to engineer you. She needs you to come back and apologize or appear to be contrite in some way.
Yeah, you gotta be subservient to the female and that on and off shit right there, man. A lot of brothers now, they getting onto that. They ain't want that. They just focus on their goals right now.
Even if the reason why you guys argued was due to her trying to contrive some bullshit reason for the exercise or the ritual of the argument in and of itself. She's trying to break you down mentally and spiritually and force you to capitulate to her whims.
Over the course of how many years?
it's like a few years.
A few?
Yeah, on and off. So she invited me to her house, and then we watched movie and drink.
Netflix and chill.
Netflix and pipe. You know what I'm saying? I'm Netflix and chill. Netflix and pipe.
Talk, and it was a good time. And except
That's what the concubine is for. She's for a good time. Hey, brothers, the concubine will show you a great time. That'd be very fun. Problem with the concubine is that normally they have some type of mental or personality issue. Diarrhea of mouth, they just say anything. They get upset over little things. They have post-traumatic stress disorder from previous relationships or their family life in their youth.
I.e., they fucking crazy. That's really all they are, bruh. Put it in layman's terms.
Out of nowhere, they'll try to start an argument or a fight. Things like that stop them from becoming the wife that they possibly could be.
she's under influence. It's just like different personality. You don't want to be around.
Absolutely. You see that? Multiple personality disorder.
What, drinking?
Yeah. And then
She a mean drunk or sloppy type drunk? I love you drunk. I love you type
It's
drunk.
very
Diarrhea mouth drunk, probably.
close and
Oh, that's
other
a mean
things
drunk.
and,
Okay.
yeah,
You got two types of drunks.
and
now.
giving me a hard
One
time.
is a mean, just turn on. Then another one's one of them lovable drunks. And I'd rather have a mean one than a lovable one.
Yo, nobody care about you, nigga.
To be honest, them lovable ones get on my nerves.
You probably want a mean drunk because that's what your ass is. Who the hell wants some broad take a couple drinks and want to curse everybody out? I'd be like, bitch, get the hell up out of my damn face.
Man, you a mean drunk or a guy or a lovable drunk?
I'm
Now,
a
you can
lovable
be
drunk.
lovable.
I'm
That's cap. That's cap right there.
a lovable drunk.
You're a horny drunk. Just like you're horny when you're sober.
I know he's lying to me about things, and
You give me some history on your associate.
Brothers, the liberal woman needs you to be a liar. It's important to her that you're a liar. Okay? I'm going to stress this point. The modern liberal woman needs you to be a liar. She has to cast you as a liar so that she can forsake and forego any sense of accountability or culpability in her numerous and myriad relationship issues.
Duh. That's obvious right there. Women don't want you to be honest at all.
She needs to cast you as a liar. Even if you're honest as hell, they're still going to try to find a way to cast you as a liar. It's very important for the maintenance of what they believe is sanity.
okay. Well, I met Masood a couple years ago on a dating app. We got together, we hooked up, we've been on and off for
Y'all been fucking on and off for the last 2 years because you're not wife material. And he's not looking for a wife. He probably has a wife back in Turkey somewhere.
a couple years.
Why on and off? Curious.
On for 2 months.
Why? You fall out?
Oh no, because he's
It's not a fallout, bro. She just don't take herself serious. She not wife material, like he just said.
so busy. He has no time for me.
In other words, he's putting his career first as he's supposed to. I've already done a video along this same line. I believe it was an elder cat by the name of Umberto. These women, they get very upset when they realize that they're not number one in your life. The woman needs you to recalibrate your life to make her number one so that she can feel better about herself. She needs to be worshipped. That's very important for them. This person right here does not understand that all she is a jump off. That's it.
No time. He can't have what he said. What we agreed to is we weren't going to have a serious relationship, but he wasn't going to be with anyone else either. So
You mean that's what you told him? How the hell are you going to be in a serious relationship where no one is allowed to fuck anybody else? That's like an oxymoron. I mean, shit, what else did you agree to? You going to be a carnivorous vegan? Knock it off.
exclusive at the time we were dating.
And consistent. Obviously, you were seeking a consistent relationship, not every other month.
No, she was just seeking someone who was going to take her seriously. Brothers, at the end of the day, that is what the liberal woman is desperately in search of. Someone who's going to quote-unquote take her seriously.
But if she can't take herself seriously, why should a guy take her seriously? You know what I'm saying? Don't make sense. So, if you want to be taken seriously, take yourself seriously first. Then maybe some guy could take you seriously. But until that happens, you ain't gonna never get with a man, bruh. Oh God.
In other words, have good penis, a good paycheck coming in, a nice abode that he lives in, but most importantly, puts her first as a deity or a semi-deity and follows her orders and her instructions.
Nah, just a deity. You want to be looked at as a goddess. That shit ain't gonna fly.
She needs all those things in order for her to feel like she's in a loving relationship, quote unquote.
There.
Well, a couple breaks were like that, but over the last, let's say 6 months, it was
Why couldn't you all kind of strengthen those ties?
Because he never had any intention of developing anything serious with her.
He just told you that he didn't. He just told you that, yo, I don't want to be serious. That's it. He said that since day one. And she was cool with it. If she wasn't cool with it, she would have left that nigga.
He's not leading with his emotions. You can tell by how he speaks. He's not an emotional dude. He analyzes things. He uses analytics in appraising the woman. Once again, the men from overseas have already deduced what the women of America are.
Most people over a couple of years, even though they may start out non-exclusive, nothing serious, over a couple of years, they usually tighten up. What happened?
There is no tightening up with Masood. He's not looking to fall in love. He's looking to get this money.
One thing I like about this guy Masood right here, bro, he doesn't wear his heart on his sleeve, man. A lot of brothers should pick that shit up.
He didn't want to, I guess, because the excuse I get
He didn't graduate?
No excuse. It's just a reason.
is busy. What?
He hadn't graduated yet?
He hasn't graduated
Oh,
yet.
that's okay.
And he does.
No, actually, I believe he has graduated. As a matter of fact, I think he has his PhD in American hoeology.
See, I'm telling you, man, this nigga's funny, bro.
Oh, if after he graduates, he's
Flunking
gonna
so
stay.
you don't have to get into he keeps flunking so you don't have to get into a serious relationship. All right. And did you all ultimately break ties altogether?
Well, okay, so what happened was we were on a Friday night, which is the only time he can ever see me.
Yes, because he don't have time to waste on you, bro. What you talking about? He got to focus on his career, his business, his finances. He don't got time to see you. You just a one-night stand. That's it. That's it.
He was over my
Shit, you're lucky you got that night. Friday night is a prime night for hoeing, or at least for getting some hoes. If he's giving you every Friday night, that means that you have an ample position. You have a very advanced position in his hierarchy. Be happy with that.
I made dinner, we had some drinks, and, mind you, he's so busy. But anyway,
Be happy that he's busy. If he wasn't busy, you call him a deadbeat.
That
We were having a good
This
time.
man got a wife and 3 kids.
Most likely. Most likely he does.
Yeah, hey, what's wrong with that? Ain't nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? Do your thing, man. You know what I mean?
Now, you don't know, I know. I ain't never met him in my life.
I think,
I never met this man in my life.
I'm telling
But
you,
I can
he's
just
got a
hear the
double life.
story. For his story, your story, that's what that equals. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
well,
Yeah, he just doesn't have it in America. But he got a wife and kids somewhere. Probably over in Turkey or some shit.
that's how I think too. So we are having fun and drinking and whatnot, and all of a sudden his Tinder app goes off. Bling!
Why you worry about his Tinder app? You act like you met him on Tinder, I bet. Yo.
Match. And I kind of just went like this, and I went and sat down on the couch, and of course I have a little attitude. His Tinder.
Bruh, why you have an attitude? Y'all not serious. And so what if his Tinder app goes off? My man just looking at other pussy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you had an attitude because you want to be the only one who's fucking other people, not him.
App is going off with a match, and he's like, I don't like your attitude. And I'm like, well, I don't like your Tinder.
You met him on Tinder. And of course he don't like your attitude. You're acting like a bitch. He don't take you serious. He even said in the begin, like I said, he said in the beginning, yo, this is not a serious relationship. This is just friends with benefits types thing. You down for that? It's like, yeah, I'm down for that. So, what did you expect?
And right away, he's like, don't disrespect me. Like,
Good for you, Masood. He putting that damn Turkish foot down real quick. Do not disrespect me.
That's facts, brothers. Can't let the woman disrespect you. You gotta put her in her place.
Not because he gonna lay hands on the bra, but he understands and he wants her to understand that he has options and he's not going to be in a relationship based on his emotions. If she wants to be the emotional one, cool. But at any moment, if she does not conduct herself appropriately, biddy bye-bye.
disrespect you. You're on Tinder. You don't have time for me, but you're on Tinder. Okay?
Look at her. She's so self-centered, bruh.
So,
That's why he don't have time for you. He had to spread that Turkish rooster around. I mean, what are you upset about? Brothers, look, 99 times out of 100, when the liberal woman is trying to argue with you about you having another woman, you know why that is? It's because she has other men, but she wants you to not have any other women because she's trying to understand whether or not she wants things to become more serious with you because she has you on a higher level on her hierarchy than the other men that she's dealing with.
Which makes no sense and is hypocritical, seeing as though you got other men on you. And if I were to, I don't know, act out in a certain way, she might leave my ass. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy.
Women like to have dumb niggas around for whatever reason because they help her feed into her sense of superiority over men.
Not only that, but dick. She's sampling dick. You know what I'm saying?
But then they'll have the one dude who is advanced in various ways and they want him to be the main person. And once they're done with all these other dudes, then they're going to try to go to the higher level dude. You have to approach all situations in this society the same way. You appraise them analytically according to logic, reason, and rationale so that you do not end up one of these dudes mad at all women talking.
Yeah, you don't want to be one of these dudes crying on social media and say, "Oh, my big girl left me." Like, you don't want to be one of those dudes, bro. On God.
About you MGTOW, so on and so forth. And a lot of the MGTOW dudes come on my channel and get upset. It is what it is.
Revenge of the Simps. MGTOW, Revenge of the Simps.
Once again, the vast majority of MGTOW dudes are just simps that got their hearts broke, and it's nothing personal. It's no disrespect. It's just the truth. Once we learn how to approach things according to the scriptures and according to logic, reason, and rationale, you will stop yourself from getting caught up in a lot of fucked up situations.
Has no ability to handle any sort of confrontation.
It's not that. It's just he don't want to go back and forth with you. That's what you want. That's not what he wants. Get with the program.
So he flees.
In other words, he's too mature to argue with a woman. That's what that really means because he thinks like a man. Let me rewind this back a little bit so that we can pay very close attention to what she just stated.
He's like, I don't like your attitude. But I'm like, well, I don't like your Tinder. And right away, he's like, don't disrespect me. Like, disrespect you? You're on Tinder. You don't have time for me, but you're on Tinder.
What he meant by don't disrespect him is that he has the right to do what he wants because he's a grown man. You don't have a ring on your finger. He does not owe you anything. That's what that means. Do not stipulate something to him like you're his mother. Brothers, isn't it interesting that many of these modern-day liberal females, they're so quick to say, these men are looking for their mother. But when they come across a mature-minded man who has a sovereign mentality, all of a sudden they want to try to act like they're your mother to see if they can maybe exert some level of clout that they...
And yeah, you're not my mom, bruh. You're not my mom, bruh. Don't ever put yourself in the same position as my mom. That's what he meant when you say don't disrespect me. Feel me?
don't have.
Okay? So he has no ability to handle any sort of confrontation, so he flees.
Once again, she's upset that he would not go back and forth with her. He's not going to give her any excessive or unnecessary energy that's going to lead nowhere. That's where it's going to lead nowhere. Mesut understands what your role is. Your role is to help him bust a nut. That's it. You're not there to argue with.
I'm glad he did. Go ahead.
Judge Mathis said, I'm glad he did, because he understands there's nothing that you gain out of arguing with a woman, brothers. I hope that you understand that, and that's why I accentuate that you should have your own place. Because if he was trapped in a house or an apartment with that woman, he would be inundated with a lot of her verbal diarrhea, and eventually he would snap and end up involved in a domestic violence dispute. And then all of a sudden he's a coward, and he's this and he's that.
No, I'm saying as opposed to confrontation.
I disagree with that. This is the reason why we're here. Because, like she said, she invited me. I went over, and I got notification from dating sites, and miraculously, she was familiar with the tone of notification.
Absolutely. Isn't that interesting? His notification went off, and she knew that it was Tinder right away, so clearly she's on that shit too.
And without seeing it, she
She knew a whole lot about it, not just...
She was right away, you got notification from Tinder. I said, yeah, I know. And then...
Because she was looking for some ruckus. Once again, brothers, There is no bigger hypocrite than the average liberal woman. They're out there doing their thing. They're on social media. They got the smartphones. Dudes from work, number in their phone. Guys they meet at the club, on the street, so on and so forth. But they're trying to argue with their quote-unquote man about who he's talking to. Masood has figured the game out. Good for him.
We even caught her. We were watching TV and she was under influence again. And she was texting the other guys saying that, oh, you're so cute. And
You see that, bruh? A hypocrite at his finest, man. Damn.
she think I didn't see it, but I saw it.
Of course, because you're a player from the Himalayas. They can't get nothing past you, Masood. But you notice, Masood didn't get emotional. He didn't get upset.
He expected this, man. That's what y'all brothers gotta do. Y'all gotta expect this. You know what I mean? And move accordingly.
He just understands that's part of the game. He's in America. He already knows what these females are. He most likely has a wife wherever he's from. Whatever country he's from, he probably has a wife there. He does not take any of these females in America seriously. That's why he's chilling.
I'm like, we agreed that it was a casual relationship, nothing else.
Yeah, and then she got mad for whatever reason. I don't know. These bitches moving stupid.
And throughout the years, I learned that you're not supposed to be in two situations. One is in front of your mom, standing in front of your mom when she's mad. And second one is being around a woman who's under influence.
Very intelligent man, sir. He said there's two situations you're not supposed to be in front of your mother when she's upset and in front of a drunk woman. There's nothing good that's going to come from engaging in an altercation or confrontation with a woman who has imbibed. Women by nature are delusional, so they tell lies to themselves first off, and then they'll go and tell lies to the authorities, and that's when they're sober. Can you imagine when they're drunk? Hell no. That's why, once again, it's important for brothers to have their own place before they develop serious relationships with women. Because if you're at her place and she starts riffing, no problem. Bye.
So I left.
Who's mad? Because you're on Tinder.
I left. That was it. And that's why we're here.
Now, what is the lawsuit? What's the property damage?
Your Honor, December 14, 2018, around 6 o'clock.
That's how you remember the date that it happens too. Yo, it's another thing y'all pay attention to. Write down stuff that happens. That's of this magnitude, obviously. That way, when you come to the court, you know exactly what to say, and you're not fumbling on your words.
6 p.m. at night, she came over to my place. I invited her, and she parked in front of my garage. She thought she parked, but she rolled into my garage.
Because she did it on purpose. That's why even Masood put parked in quotation marks, because he understood that she did it on purpose. That's some shit that concubines do. I did a video a while ago, a 2-part video, on the difference between a wife material woman and a concubine material woman, and I used the film Mo Better Blues as a backdrop. And over the course of the analysis of those 2 videos, I was trying to display to brothers that the concubine will do little silly shit like that. Like the sister that played Denzel Washington's character's concubine. Denzel Washington's character was named Bleak Gilliam, and he had a concubine by the name of Clark. Very attractive sister, but she was always doing stupid shit to try to distract him from his goal and his focus. She even bit his lip because he was a trumpet player. While meantime, he also had the wife material woman who, even though she became upset by many things that he did, she was never destructive. That's one of the main things that brothers have to understand. These bros that try to destroy your property and key your car and slash your tires and throw rocks through your window.
They're not wife material at all. If anything, they're just crazy as hell. Mentally unstable. Stay away from those. They're not attractive at all.
That's barely a concubine level female, but she's showing you that at best, that's all she is.
I don't know why, but, and then she came into my house. She said, I'm sorry, I ran into your garage door. I'm going to pay everything, it's my responsibility. I said, okay, that's fine. She called the garage door company, and they basically presented her that they can either charge full amount or half of them upfront, another half in 2 weeks. So after this incident, she refused to pay the second payment, and then she never returned their phone call, never returned their text messages. And I texted her multiple times, and then she texted me back. She said, "Stop harassing me."
What? Well, let me not go crazy. This was to be expected of the liberal woman, you know? Whenever they're not on good terms with you, bruh, and they owe you some, and you try to address them about the stuff that they owe you, they gonna feel as though you're harassing them. Ain't that crazy?
And after that, I had a text message.
She was hoping to get you to respond like many of the men that she was accustomed to in Western civilization would respond by going back and forth and becoming emotional with her.
Yeah, never be emotional with the woman, bruh. Because that's another way they're gonna exploit you. At least exploit your weaknesses.
That's really what she's upset about. She's dealing with a dude who operates on a manly level.
I have the
Let me
text.
see what you have. Ma'am, you tell me what happened here.
Okay, so I came over to Masood's house, coming back from Chicago. It was a blizzard outside as I was coming back. I texted him if I could park in his driveway. So it was slippery, and I don't know how it happened, but
You don't know how it happened. How about you put your damn foot on the gas instead of the brake? That's how that should happen. Give me a fucking break. That bro knew exactly what the hell she was doing.
They always hit you with the I don't know or the I don't remember. Pay attention to that.
She said to herself, you know what? This dude keeps playing with me. I have other dudes, but they don't measure up to this guy. This is the guy that I want to one day ask to marry me because I had a guy like this 24, 25 years ago and I blew it. Here's my last chance. I'm 44, 45 years old. I have to get Botox every other month just to stop from looking like the damn crypt keeper. I need this guy to make a commitment to me and he will not do it. And then on top of that, he won't get emotional. I know what I'll do. I'll run my car through his damn garage door.
did run into his garage door. Long story short, he went online and looked up. He's like, well, we just need to get a new panel. It's not that big of a deal. And I agreed to pay that. I didn't agree to pay for a brand new door.
And it was how much?
Between $150 and $300.
And that's what you agreed to pay for, and that was the final agreement.
Well,
Well, what? Judge Mathis asked the question. Answer the question. It's a yes or no question.
because he said that
See how she fumbling over her words? She don't know what the hell she talking about.
because he said that it was this much and getting estimates, what I told him is I said, I need more estimates. Do you have the measurements for the door so we can, check out? I wasn't ready to just pay $1,000.
I don't need your whole phone. I want Tinder ringing over here on me.
Hey, yo, Masood's phone probably smelled like panties.
My son be in the box. I just put a hit in the box. I just put a steak in the box.
Go ahead.
So I was driving. I was on a conference call. He calls, I need to talk to you. I've got the garage door people. And I'm like, I'm fresh. I was busy running. Anyway, I did agree to pay for it. I did.
How much? The entire cost?
I didn't say because as I paid it because he pressured me. He's very aggressive. He's like,
Cap. That's Cap. He told you what you needed to do, and now you're trying to put blame on him again. Look how she's trying to absolve any type of accountability, culpability, and responsibility from herself. I'm telling you, bruh, be wary.
Wait a minute. Now you're saying he's very aggressive. Before you claim he was scared of confrontation. So which one is it?
Agreed to. You said I did agree to pay for the door.
For
And now you're saying you
damage.
agreed because he pressured you.
Because she's trying to claim that she got coerced. She's hoping that you're going to give her a favor or, do her some type of solid. She's trying to play the scared woman routine now.
This is the sob story type John right here, man.
I did both.
Okay, good. Well,
I felt both. No. Ain't that's not gonna fly, bruh.
You haven't finished paying for it. What's your defense there?
My defense there is, I agreed to pay for the damage. I didn't know it was going to need a brand new door.
Did you know what the total amount was going?
She said she agreed to pay for the damage. She didn't know that he was going to need a brand new door. Well, if you damage the door, that means that you got to pay for a brand new door. What type of dumb shit is this?
Be.
$9.95.
And you paid half.
I did.
So why don't you think you should have to pay the other half?
Because I thought it could be handled in a different way.
What? You broke the man door. You gotta pay for the whole thing.
Okay, and it wasn't.
You thought you could pay him half, and then the other half you could just suck his dick about 4 or 5 times and you forget about it, right? Get out of here.
See how it's handled. You agreed to pay for it, and you paid half. What is that you want to show me? You're about to win, but if you don't want to win...
Mesu gonna show the judge some freaky text messages that she sent him.
My son printed out the text messages too. Yeah, this man's elite, bruh.
Feel like, and Your Honor, she's also trying to defraud me. I never once hit on her. She wants to suck my dick and only give me half for the door. So please give me the whole money.
Ah, man. I'm telling you, this guy is funny as hell, man.
Everything included? Defendant, $9.95, question mark. Yes, you say. Perfect. They can call me for payment, or I can just send you the card number. All right, so you had a direct payment relationship with them, right?
Because he set it up through my email.
Yeah, he set up because he's trying to get his money.
Right. And so why weren't you dealing with them afterwards?
Because I didn't want to pay it.
Oh, there you go. We got the answer we finally came here for, brothers.
Because you didn't want to pay them.
I didn't feel I should have to pay it, and I was a woman scorned.
I got.
Okay, now that's the point. The reason why you didn't want to pay it is because you're upset that you ran into a man that you couldn't manipulate.
Matt.
Okay. Judgment for the plaintiff. Have a good day.
My son Masood on the case. You feel me? Well, this has been the end of the video. Be sure to subscribe and like the video. Like I said again before, man. If y'all haven't subscribed to this dude, COJ144, man, subscribe to this brother right here. I'll put his channel in the description, man. Alright, bees, I'm out of here. Peace.